little bit of exercise in. So these are pretty easy. Now I will say I am a certified trainer, but I'm not your certified personal trainer. So if you have any health or medical conditions that would limit you or be a hindrance to you, please check with your medical provider before you begin this or any exercise program. So I'm going to go ahead and start and do 3 real easy ones, and then if you have any questions, hopefully I can see, but I'm not sure. So the first one is going to be like a precursor to doing a full out squat. Some of us, obviously, that have been morbidly obese have a lot of issues with our knees and our back. So this one actually is going to be pretty easy to do if you're used to getting it up and down and out of a chair. And that's what we're going to do, is basically get it up, in and out of a chair, and it's a precursor to doing a full squat. So what I want you to do is get a stable chair, okay? Make sure it doesn't have wheels, because I don't need you flying backwards or anything. So what I'm going to do is back up a little bit so you can see me, but I'm just going to have you stand up, okay? I'm going to move this a little bit so you can see me, and all you're going to do is when you go to sit, you're just going to put your butt like you're putting it in the chair. So the 3 things I want to give you, hey John, 3 things I want to tell you when you're doing any kind of squat is gentle. First thing is your weight is in your heels. Make sure your shoulders are back. Okay, make sure your shoulders are back when you do this, and make sure your chest stays up. Okay, so again, take your time with this, go real easy, and only go as far as you can go. So you're just going to literally bring your boot down and then come back up. Again, if you need to help with your arms, that's totally fine, but you're just going to go like you're going to sit in the chair, and there's your pre-squat. You're going to come back up. Now, again, if you need your arms to push up, that's great. I remember the first time I was able to do that after I'd lost my weight, I literally was in tears because it was such an amazing thing that I could stand up without using my arms. Okay. And that's when you're getting the strength in your legs. Okay. So again, make sure your feet are flat on the floor. And when you're standing, you're pushing up with your heels, and you just come up and then just sit down as easy as you can. Now, if you can only go a little way, that's totally fine. Start where you're at. Those are the type of exercises I do with people because I want you to start where you're at. I don't want you to push yourself if you're not there yet. We go real easy. All right, so the next one, considering it's Memorial Day weekend, hi, Christina, is I'm going to call it my sobriety test. It's actually tandem footwork, but it looks a lot like a sobriety test. All right, so I'm going to move this chair out of the way because the next 2 are going to be standing, and I'm going to bring this down so you can see my feet a little bit. So this is going to help with balance, but you're going to pretend there's an imaginary line here. Now you know why I'm calling it the sobriety test, okay? So again, 1 foot in front of the other for your balance. If you need to bring your arms out, that's great. And then you're going to go backwards, foot behind foot. Again, this is balance. It's tandem. So if you need to have your hands out, and it's okay to hold on, you're still going to get the same benefit. It's just you're safer. So always make sure you're safe. So that's your tandem footwork. And you can practice this. If you have tile in your house or like carpet that meets wood or anything, that line there, if it's safe and it's pretty stable, just use that. Or you can just generally use your feet, front and back, your tandem work. If you've had a few adult beverages today, this might be a little bit of a challenge. So again, if you need to hold on, that's totally fine. It is the holiday. Have a great time. We've been in lockdown for so long. We all really need to have some fun and let some steam loose. But don't forget, you need to try and eat as healthy as you can, and also make sure that you hydrate. Okay, so the third one, here we go. The third one is going to be a little bit more difficult balance. I'm going to have you stand on 1 foot. Now, when you stand on this foot, I want you to make sure you put all your weight evenly distributed. I want you to hold your tummy in, hold your abs like you're pulling your belly button towards your spine. When you do this, it really helps with your balance. Again, if you need a chair or something to hold on to, that's totally fine. Okay, you're still going to get the benefit. So I'm going to have you put both arms out, and you're just going to bring one knee up. And again, make sure you're holding your tummy in, because that is going to make a huge difference with your balance. Okay, so you just keep holding out and do this for like 10 seconds or however long as you feel like you can. Again, if you need to hold on to a counter or a chair or something, that's awesome. Then you go to the other side and do the exact same thing. Now I'm going to warn you, most people have one leg that's a little stronger than the other one, and it's okay if you need to put the toe down and then bring it back up. But again, make sure you're holding your tummy in when you do this, because it really helps with stabilizing you. Okay, that's it. Now, one last thing, little bonus one. I'm going to have you sit. Everybody right now is wanting to have beautiful biceps and triceps. And not everybody has a set of weights hanging around. And if you're really starting out easy, if you're just starting out, I want to give you a quick little tip. Something as simple as a couple water bottles are amazing, because these are about a little less than a pound a piece. So, and we want you to start easy. So these things are great. Again, you can do curls with these, not the 12-ounce curls. You can do curls with these. You can do an overhead pressed with these. You can do chest flies with these. You can do all kinds of little easy things to start. Are you going to be building a ton of muscle? No, you're not. But it's more about your range of motion. We want you to get moving, because a lot of us are so stiff, especially if we haven't exercised in a long time, and we want you to start really super easy. Anyway, that's it. Those are your exercises, the 3 gentle ones. I do a lot of these type in the challenge. Every weekend we have an exercise challenge. We've done some really interesting ones. This past weekend we did one that I affectionately called the Mario. That was a fun one. And I want you to know that I have a YouTube channel. It's Cynthia Dales on YouTube. Please, I would love it if you would subscribe. I have lots of exercises out there, lots of exercise videos, all kinds of stuff, real easy stuff to a little bit more advanced stuff. And I would be honored if you would subscribe, and tell your friends to subscribe to my channel. Anyway, you guys are awesome.